Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wildermyth. So, we now have our party of 3, and our current goals are clear all hostile sites and scout Lodenker Thicket. And Lodenker Thicket is here to the southwest, and from our current location, the shortest route there seems to be 1, 2, 3. So I don't see why we wouldn't do that rather than retracing old ground. So let's have all the group travel to the Weeping War Wet Swamp. Not currently reachable. Scout nearby tiles or build bridges or mountain passes. Alright. You can build a pass to access the lands beyond. Does this need resources that I don't have, or just time? Many of the great heroes strode down alone from the mountain passes with the winds behind them. Carve a pass. A pass allows heroes to cross the mountain ranges. Passes take time to carve. Get started or not right now. Alright, that's probably like a investment in your future kind of thing, but let's pass by that then and go to War Plain. And we are all 8 days away. We need to select at least one hero. We'll take everybody. And let's go. So, year 1, day 19, 20, 25. So, clearly, time is progressing. Infestations increase the strength of the source threat. Can ambush groups of 1 or 2 or 1 heroes, and over time will spread and turn into an incursion. You can clear infestations by taking out the source or by sending a group of heroes to patrol the tile. Interesting. So it's kind of like a resource management game as much as it is a turn-based strategy game. Scout threats to reveal. Let's do that since we're here, I guess. Warplane has been revealed. So we have the Fickelins Windworks that will make lots of silk, perhaps? Assault Fickelins Windworks, strength +4, +1 from infested tiles, 3 fabrics if captured and developed. I mean, we need to clear all hostile sites. This seems to be one, so I don't know why we wouldn't do it while we're here. And let's head in. It's kind of making me think of XCOM, about how you have, like, you go out on the encounters and the fights, but then you have the base management, except instead of a base, we have a county. So, all of the sweltering stars. When the moon's gone, all the stars seem happier. Reminds me of a tavern hall, before your face darkens the window. A single candle can seem blinding in total darkness, but next to a forge, just a dim little spark. Anyway, it's a good omen, the brightening stars. Yeah? What's it an omen of? I can't really tell you what they mean, specifically. I also think maybe listening is the point. Quiet yourself enough to hear the voice of existence. Relying on the universe is trusting a bear with your baby. Reminds me of... Can I still remember the story? 71% dice. Is this your sign? My guardians, my guides, 19%. Maybe I do wonder, does he see something I don't? I guess for now we're just going to take the high percentage play. A moment or two, Faith is just gathering her thoughts, and then... A wandering man once taught me a tale and told me it would please the stars, for it belonged to them. It was before amalgamation. Things weren't holy things. Our phantoms freely danced on the glass floor of space while our hearts pumped moonlight until it turned to salt. She speaks beauty worth believing, and her eye is wet with truth. Faith begins to spin a yarn. It's the tale of a starman who frolicked with shadowy queens and ice-crowned kings across 10,000 planets. He beguiled the astral dragon Lothrenkir. Yes, and hopefully he balanced the odd-sided entirety of creation on the back of a migrant dust bear. With each revelation, the stars seem to grow and glisten. Sweltering, they swim together in a shape a glowless man, and he strides and twirls through the cosmos. At tail's end, as if he calls the deeds well counted, the figure bows low, and a stone of his diamond-strung hair falls into the earth, a gem whose clear core is captured starflame. Is it real? It's warm. Faith has earned a favor of the stars. Fortitude. All heroes +1 temporary hit point. Foe cards. Thrixil Dweavers and Thrixil Thrusks. Its head weaves in odd patterns. Eyes shine like moons. Hissing suddenly, it looms to strike. Clambering and clattering, it cries in a doubled voice. Alright, so presume that the white HP at the end of the bars is our temporary HP. We've got lanterns and other such things, but we're just going to have Kite do the forward development first. There's a Dweaver. Faith, if you stand here, you'll recall we have this kind of blue shielding. When we stand next to one another, we have higher defenses. And from here, we can fire our bow. And then Gothic. If we interfuse with this chair, are we able to do some damage with that? Seems we can. But it was blocked. Alright. End your turn and wait for an enemy to come within range. Hit up to one enemy with a melee attack. We will do that. There are more foes, and that foe has infused with the table, like Gothic would, which is interesting. Faith, if you'd be so kind as to keep shooting. Gothic. We cannot interfuse with something that has already been interfused with, it seems. And unfortunately, we cannot get in range of the other thing. But I wonder if we can Splinter Blast the table that they are infused with. It did not seem to work out. And Kite, again, we'll go Guardian for a moment. Stuff moving away and hiding seems to be as good a time as any to make a strike. Yep, that's gone excellently. Faith. We cannot have line of sight against the foe behind us. Silk Step. With an elusive step, Faith slips into Grey Plane. While in Grey Plane, she is hidden to enemies and her attacks ignore armor. Right. We will... How do we do this? Is that an action? And then Gothic. We can now interfuse with the workbench. I don't know if we hit what was hiding back then. I think we must have, with the amount of health it now has. Kite, do your thing. And then we've got 3 doors to pick from. So let's just start with the single door. And while we're here, we'll interfuse with this strange lamp thing. Alright, something is moving over there. Don't know what. Frankly, right now, not too bothered. Let's open this door, see what lies yonder. We have a second doorway into this room. And otherwise, just empty space, it seems. So in that case, we'll pin this doorway. And wait for Kite to come do a lap round. Oh, they broke through the door. That makes some amount of sense. Gothic. Shackle that. 1 damage and pinned 2. Thrust. Weaver pinned. Thrusts cannot move and defenses are lowered for 2 turns. Excellent. Kite. Would you please open that door? Move to here. And attack. That's gone well. Faith. Might as well get in range of this thing. That's gone well, especially because the 2 of them were stood together, I guess. And that was fairly simple. We get some XP, or something. And we've got the Dragon Chopper. Damage 5, range 1.6, shred 1, stunt damage 2. Individual attacks a nearby foe with this Dragon Chopper. Well, Kite has an empty slot. So let's give him another weapon. Your enemies improve their strategies after every fight. These creatures now have +1 armor. And we've learnt about those. So we can travel to this site, except we obviously are already here. Burning out the smell is a start. You'll have to leave the ghosts to me, though. Secure Fickenland's Windworks. This site can provide resources now and at the end of each chapter. Spend resources to upgrade stuff. Investigate thoroughly or work faster. I'm still all about that loot, so give me that. These numbers are getting close to capping out, it seems. A thorough delving through the mysterious Fickenland's Windworks has proven rewarding. Perhaps one day they'll tell our story in this very spot. 3 fabric and an igneous sash. A first sash full of pockets, passive plus 0.07 but damage. Let's give Faith some extra damage. And now we will carry on to scout Lodenker Thicket. The Still Wilds have been revealed. Clear all hostile sites locked. Assault Lodenker Thicket. Why are you locked? We must achieve our other objectives first. Well, if I'd have known that, we would have been going northeast. So sure. Can we cross this land over the river? No, but we can build a bridge, so let's do that. I wonder if we can split the party at any point. This is probably going to hit 0 now. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Calamities. Your enemies advance their plans over time. The Deepest Woken Slinger has extra health. The Gorgon Raccoon extra armor. The Dwarven Stump extra damage. And the Gorgon Raccoon extra health. We have 4 available legacy points. So we can spend them to cancel out stuff, which is interesting. I don't know if we should just be spending 4 points because we have 4 points, or whether we have better things to spend legacy points on down the line. The extra health I'm not too worried about. I'm going to stop this extra damage and this extra armor, and we'll see how things play out. I'd like you to continue building the bridge, please. Again, these numbers are now counting down again. We've built that bridge. 190 days until the next incursion. Respawn rate 1.3 from 4 infested tiles. Well, we can only scout what we can get to. I do wonder if we can split the party to more than one location at some point or some such. This, right here, this is why we fight. Very civilized village festivals. It's more than civilized, it's wonderful. It's all the little everyday things that make everyday life worth living. Apple pie and hot spiced cider, bonfires to dance around. And now new and interesting people to talk to. Wow, I mean hello there. Hello yourself, stranger. Care to dance? I knew it as soon as I saw you. You are just like me. You see the magic in everyday things too. The leap of flame against the darkness. The music of a new tale. Talking until the fire burns out and you're the only ones in the village left awake. You're really something special, you know that, Faith? You've done so many important and difficult things, and yet you're not all grim and silent. You're still the kind of person who likes to watch the stars. Speaking of which, I know a place if you want. This is why I do the dangerous things, Rufus. This is why I fight. Little moments of magic like this. Nights like this, I can almost hear the stars singing, can't you? It's like they have a meaning just for us. Like every step has brought us to this moment. Wait a minute. I actually hear singing. I hear it too. How weird. Come on, let's go see what it is. Maybe I should get the rest of my... Oh, can't it just be us? I've never had a real adventure before. And you know what you're doing, so you can take care of me, can't you? Well... Of course I can take care of you. Let's go. Keep quiet, and stay behind me. It's definitely coming from in here. That's funny. No one lived here since the Mistress Magister died. I think it's coming from the root cellar. This root cellar is going on forever. Oh dear. Rufus, run! Welcome, Faith. Rufus, you're not running. Oh. You're not running. There's nothing to run from, Faith. Not for him. He's one of you. You tricked me. Well, I guess, kind of, but in a good cause. There is nothing here that you need run from either, Faith. There is truth. There is joy. In the depths of the darkness, your eyes will be opened and you will see what it truly is. Finlop and Barrion are to be initiated tonight. By the next Harvest Festival, Rufus will have progressed in his studies sufficiently to join them. Finlop and Barrion have learned as much as they can from book and song and drum, and are ready to descend into the darkness of the underworld and return again reborn. Faith, you are worthy to join them. Untaught as you are, you already have the gift of seeing with the soul and not the eyes. Hey, wait a minute. You mean she doesn't have to do all the... Faith, it is rare to find an outsider so obviously chosen by the one below. Come, join your fellows and embrace your true self. This isn't the decision I was expecting to be making. Time to run for reinforcements and clear this despot nest. I have to get out of here without getting hurt or anyone else getting hurt. If I play along, I can gather valuable intelligence about their deepists. Let's get the intelligence. Okay. Okay. I am honoured by your offer, Thiolsha. If the one below is my source of the song my soul longs for, then I must follow where its path leads. Then, Cheris, build up the fire. Ronald and Brianna, fetch the harp and drum, and we will begin. The flames dip and sway in the darkness. The drums beat in Faith's blood. And they dance. And dance. The drink sears the back of their throat. The fire fills the cave with a sweet smoke. And still they dance. Hoofed and harp-laden, he came out of his halls buried. His songs split the stones and unsteadied the stabled hearts. And until then, we had not been us, thundering and thunderous. I returned to the beginning and found nothing. Then you understand. You are welcome among us. Wait, what? Let me get this straight. You did this on purpose? Yes. More or less. I thought I might be able to learn something. And did you? Maybe. Those tattoos are going to put a hell of a damper on your love life. Yeah, I know. Maybe it'll be worth it. Well, we seem to have at least cleared this area. We can build a station here to earn resources, or we can progress further. Probably Sharton and then Otterplane, but we'll save that for next time. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying these videos, please do consider subscribing or pressing that like button. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.